Previously on Fly with a Guy.
And of course all the Ubers were surging. So the Ubers were $90 for Orlando, Tampa, Fort Myers, Pensacola, Fort Lauderdale, Jacksonville, West Palm Beach. I swapped my turn and my 2-day for a 3-day. They had a late report on Sunday. We have a clause in our contract that say if we're unable to get to work since we commute by air, there's so many times out of the year that we can use our commuter clause. Cream and sugar with a hint of coffee type of person. I need my coffee to be lighter than me.
I've been trying to make my wallet fold all day. Cashing in my dreams, big payout. Underneath my money tree, big shade out. Now these
Alright, good morning freaking flyers. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So we are back at work, you all. Today we are starting a 3-day trip. This is another one of those long trips because I start very early on day 1 and I end very late on day 3. But the benefit of that is that I get to maximize per diem, especially since per diem on multi-day trips is not taxed. So we love all of that untaxed money, you know. You think about it, in 3 days, what's that, 3 times 24, is that 72 hours? Yeah. So I'm always striving to get as close to 72 hours of per diem on a 3-day as possible. So, you know, like the 68s and stuff like that be great. But we are headed back up to Boston this morning. Just one flight and we'll be done. I am working lead. My friend is on this pairing, which is great because we like working with friends. I see the bus, so let's get out of here. Alright you all, so we made it to the Boston layover hotel. Just one and done today. I got on all these layers. Got the jacket because this is one of those trips at the time of the year where one layover is in a cold climate, the second layover is in a warm climate. So you just have a whole bunch of stuff. You got a coat, you got shorts, you got pants, you got sweaters, tank tops, swimming trunks, all of it. So I got on my Mr. Rogers sweater, I got on the jacket, because it's like 40 degrees. We have 18 hours here, and we decided that we don't want to go into the city, but we're going to check out this restaurant that everybody like recommends for lunch. I have meetings all evening, so, and appointments. So I'm going to be tied in this room after 5. But Charmy would like to go walk over to the market and maybe grab something, so I'm going to walk with her over there to do that. Our flight was good. So weird. So apparently our flight got canceled, but then it got reinstated. So we didn't have all the people that we were supposed to have because I guess they got the notification that the flight was canceled and started making other plans or whatever, and then the flight got reinstated and they just didn't make it or come back. So, I mean, I don't know. We never got any word of this. We were being told this by the passengers today. And we had a really great couple who brought us some treats as a thank you. Let me show you my little meal prep because I know some of you like to see that. Okay, water. Finished. We drank half of this so far. We just finished the rest today. Y'all, I chopped a whole chunk of my thumb off yesterday when I was cooking. So let's just ignore the band-aids. Then we have our charcuterie toolkit. I'm testing out keeping the hummus in here on this trip to see if I can eliminate one less bowl. So I don't have to have the hummus in a separate bowl. The hummus can be right in here with everything else. Have our yogurt. Then that's our creamer. I meal prepped sausage, egg, and cheese sandwiches. I had 2 this morning. These are 2 for one of these days of this trip. And then I have cut up some pineapple into some spears. I have 2 chopped broccoli salads. I'm I'm gonna go to the store now and buy some protein so that I can, this is for tomorrow and day 3, but I wanna add some protein to that. And then for entrees, I have seared chicken thighs with stuffing and green beans that I made because I wanted more of a home style meal, and that's the dressing for that salad. That was weird. Like literally the front desk called to me and they was like, yeah, your room is dirty and not ready, so we're calling so we can move you to another room. And I'm like, the room is clean. I said, I'm assuming housekeeping hadn't put it in the system to vacant and ready, but the room is the room is good. We're Gucci. We started unpacking. All I gotta do now is wipe down. Like, no, we're not moving. But you know, I get it. About that life. 6 years working in hotels, know all about it. So, alright y'all, so I'm out. I am with Charmy. It's been a minute since Charmy has been on the channel, and we are currently in Rainbow because it's Rainbow. If you know, you know. Okay, so we just got back from our little excursion, and for the frequent flyers who also work for the same company as I do, if you get you a Boston layover and you don't have time to meal prep, it's okay because you can go to that store that's walking distance from here, and the selection, vast. There's enough stuff to meal prep out of there. We are gonna go out for lunch, like a late lunch, at like 2:30, 3 o'clock. So I'm gonna get some editing done and go ahead and push out a video for you all this evening. Until then, that is the plan. I printed bid packet, so it's also time to start bidding for May. So I probably won't film that video on this layover. I might film that video on the layover tomorrow in Orlando. So that's the plan, that's the goal. But since they don't have a North America base,
how about that Norse thing? You know, a couple of Norse, right? That sounds interesting to me. I just know.
You good, go ahead.
What are you doing?
I'm filming.
I still want to know what he thought my question was, but it's not. If you think I'm going to give that up, it's going to go on for the next 2.5 days.
2.5 days?
I'll wear you down.
I taught kindergarten. There's no wearing me down.
We still got Bahama Breeze tomorrow night. So.
That's my favorite line. I'm like, I taught kindergarten. There's no wearing me down.
There's nothing you can.
Amazing.
It smells really good.
Are you a seafood fan? Like, are you like big seafood? Good morning, frequent flyers. So it is day 2 of our 3-day trip. Wasn't having a disagreement with the clock, so I gave myself an hour to get ready and still ended up getting to the van late this morning. But we are at the airport. I ran into a frequent flyer this morning. Shout out to you, hey Jay. Thanks for watching. And speaking, when you saw me, it's always cool to run into you all. But we are working 3 flights today, you all. We're going down to Orlando first, and then I think we do a Cleveland turn, and we're on the 321 today, so upgraded. My position and service and all, it'll be a little bit different today, so let's work. Okay, so we have made it to Orlando. When I tell y'all this morning, there was a lot happening. There was a lot going on in Boston this morning. We had of crazy jet bridge. Like the jet bridge, the auto level just kept moving the jet bridge. There was one point where the jet bridge moved that like a whole foot from the plane. It was a big enough opening for a small child to slip through. So we had to like stop boarding so they could come fix it and then board again. And then we had this basketball team one. They were all dressed in red, and I swear when I saw them in the terminal, I thought they were like the guards from the Squid Game, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. But that boarding was so stressful. We're on a 321, can hold 230 passengers. I think we had like 227. It took forever. But shout out to the home team because we got it together. We had an extra flight attendant and she was on a different pairing. She was Orlando based and she was doing a stand-up, so she was supposed to come in from the last flight from Orlando to Boston last night, have like 4 hours on the ground, come to the hotel, catch the 4:30 shuttle with us back in the morning to the airport to work the flight back. She said they were so delayed, they didn't get there till after 3. She said it was 4:15 when she got off the plane this morning, and we were getting on the shuttle at the hotel at 4:30. So she just stayed at the airport the whole time. And so she basically just worked a turn. But yes, it's time to get up out of here. We have another full flight up to Cleveland and back. And for some reason we're already delayed coming out of Cleveland, so I hope it's nothing major and we can get that sorted out. So let's fly. Alright y'all, so we are in Cleveland. The day is just dragging. We were so late leaving Orlando and every flight has been full. 225, 225, 225. That's just a lot of people on a single aisle aircraft. Like meaning one aisle, so you're one direction of travel. But the crew has been making it work. We're on about to work our 3rd flight back to Orlando, completely sold out. We're on our 3rd set of pilots for the day, but luckily we've had no plane changes, so we're just gonna ride the wave and try to finish it out. Funny story, I did have a passenger I was going through during service. She was just talking to me, and she was talking so fast in Spanish. I was like, mi español muy pequeño. Like, no, I don't, I don't know no Spanish, no español. She was like, you don't? I was like, no. She was like, you sure? I'm like, I don't know what y'all see, but I'm like, this is African American, fake bilingual, okay? Not real. But it was what it was. But yeah, almost done, y'all. Almost done. Not I walk into the hotel lobby and run into Andy. How are you?
Guy.
Oh my goodness. Finally done, you all. Let me check these curtains early because these things, why all they curtains got rips in them? But at least it's 2. That's a blessing at this point. Y'all, we are finally done. I don't know how our like 11.5 hour duty day became like a 13.5, almost 14 hour duty day. Real weird, but 3 flights, 3 long flights, 3 packed flights, and we're back. But our passengers were great today, and everyone was very appreciative. And the crews understood what needed to be done, so there were no complaints. I just ran into people here. Everybody's here. Trying to get from the lobby to the room, I ran into like 4 people that I know. And so everybody's trying to be like, hey, come hang out, I'm gonna do this. I'm like, no, I need to get out of these clothes, I need to take a shower, I need to change. And me and my crew are trying to go out for dinner, so let's make that happen. Y'all, look at Angie. What you get, Angie?
Chicken tostones.
So you got chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did get chicken.
Yes.
She just told the server she didn't get chicken.
No, because like initially that was not. Okay.
What you get, friend? My chicken and shrimp. You did a full one. Here you go. Oh, excuse me. And I just got fish tacos. He got pasta over there too. These people got me outside, walking on the street. Oh, it's windy, so y'all probably can't hear me because it probably sound like. Who told me to wear a 2-piece short set? It's cold as out here. Y'all, why the sprinklers are? Oh, ha! 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 Oh god, that's the funniest shit ever. It's way too cold to be. Good morning, you all. I don't know where this fog left off last night, but last night was definitely a very pleasant surprise to come across friends that were part of another crew, hang out with them. When I tell y'all, lit. We got told off. They had an earlier van than I do, so I don't know if I can see maybe find the rest of my crew, but right now I think I'm gonna walk over to get some food because I think I missed breakfast and I wanted to go get breakfast because they have corned beef hash on the buffet, but I think I missed out on that opportunity. So I just kind of woke up from a nap of sorts. It's like 1:45 and our van time is like at 1:17, and of course the room is a disaster. Clothes, uniform, not ironed, so we're gonna burn it down to the minute, but I'm telling you now, in case I had to run out the door. We have 3 flights today, so we won't get done until late tonight. I think we start with the LaGuardia turn, and then we do the one leg down to Miami to finish out the day. So busy day. Let's get to it.
Hey, that T1 girl, don't need to read your mind, I can see the signs, girl. Hey, if love is blind, girl, body like Braille, let me read between the lines, girl. Down like loose change, let's try new.
Sherry scared me this morning. Had me thinking I was fired. Why? When she texted me and she said, you know, did you call out sick? And I was like, what? No, I didn't call out sick. And then she sent me this pairing that was like, deadhead Miami to Orlando, and then operate the flight from Orlando to back home to Miami, as if I had called out and they were replacing me. And so I was like, I know I'm not legal. So I'm like, did they, I'm like, am I fired? Like, am I suspended? Like, what's going on? And no, it was for tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But I was nervous. Angie girl, what you doing in here?
Way you shake your body, give me mood swing, running through my mind, she go Usain, got me thinking about giving her my last name. The way you're moving, oh, my baby, they drive me crazy, oh, so crazy, oh, about you, my baby.
So we are on the aircraft. We have a little bit of a maintenance delay. It's part of the game. Charmy, how do we feel about delays on go home day?
It's an everyday thing at this point. I'm just so used to it. Nothing ever goes right. Everything goes wrong. As long as we don't cancel, I feel like we can chug along.
I mean, but we're already getting home at midnight, so now it's like midnight. I mean, it was supposed to be 11, now it's like midnight.
Thank you. You're welcome. I was gonna Surry out. Be like, oops, Charmy saying something crazy.
Look at my hair. My hair been crazy like this all night. I don't even care. So
here, put this at that bottle.
I'll take it.
Huh?
Oh, I said thank you. I'm annoyed. I'm just so I'm not where I should be because if we rewind, I think I told you all, we had 3 flights today. Orlando to LaGuardia, LaGuardia back to Orlando, and then one more flight, Orlando to Miami. We were supposed to be done at 11 o'clock tonight. We were delayed leaving this early, our first flight, for a maintenance issue, and so instead of leaving at 2:30, we didn't leave until 4 o'clock, which is like an hour and a half later. Flew to Orlando. I'm tired. Flew to LaGuardia, completely sold out flight. Just, it was a lot. We got there, we did a quick turn, but by the time we got to Orlando, Jesus, I'm messing up. By the time we got to LaGuardia, we all had a message on our phones from scheduling, and they had said we were going to misconnect our Orlando to Miami flight. So they had pulled us off that flight and now had us deadheading via limo back to Miami, which, if you know anything about the area, it's a smooth 3.5 hours from airport to airport. 3.5 hours. But catch this. Our pilots, who were supposed to be taking us on, working with us all day, they had them deadheading on a Spirit flight. So that was the plan, right? So we board up in New York really fast. We completely sold out flight. We get down here to Orlando and our gate is occupied, so we're waiting for a gate. Come to find out, the Miami flight that we were supposed to be working was delayed. Then we pull up right next to that flight, and I lied to you not that by the time we deplaned our entire flight, the flight to Miami had not even started boarding yet, which meant we could have worked that flight. One of our crew members is going to try to deviate from this van ride and hop onto that flight back home. Some of us are not, and let me tell you the reason why. So originally our trip started out as an 18-hour, 3-day trip. However, because of all of these delays, we've gotten so much extra credit that it's now a 22-hour, 3-day trip. Because this limo is going to go past 2 a.m. of us getting back to Miami, that's technically taking us into our day off, so we get 5 extra hours of pay. So now it's going to be a 27-hour, 3-day trip. It's like 9 extra hours that we originally did not have. So I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to stand beside it. Because these 9 extra hours is like the equivalent of a whole 2-day trip that I did not have to work. We love the soft credit. Run me my money. So now we're just waiting for the shuttle. And then we have a 3.5-hour van drive back to Miami. Let's add on to this. At some point today, I pulled a muscle in this shoulder. I'm in excruciating pain all through here. So thankful for my crew for taking care of me all day long, because it has been a nightmare. Like, when I tell you, my range of motion shot, but I did not want to call out because I just wanted to see it through. I wanted to be done. But I was doing the safety tempo and trying to do this. I almost started crying. It hurt so bad. But I got some muscle relaxer. I had some like Aleve, Excedrin, and then one of my crew members had this handy dandy little like hot water bottle from Amazon. So I spent most of the flight with this on my shoulder, trying to relax my muscles, and it helped tremendously. You just fill it up with hot water. Just got it from Amazon. I'm about to order one. I'll put the link down below, but
Is that our pilot?
maybe. And then lastly, we're standing up here deplaning our flight, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's happening. Another
Oh,
reaction.
that's right. We had the.
It got worse. Another reaction. This is my life. Okay, so here's a little bit of an update. Still a day. Why are you laughing? So we just gotta laugh to get through it. The shuttle service that was scheduled to take us back don't have no shuttles on the driver, so they can't take us back. And since we're still on duty, because our duty day started at 1:42 in the afternoon, scheduling is still like, we're gonna get you home tonight. Tonight when? So they finally called us back, and there is a new shuttle service, a different one that they are going to take us, try to schedule for us to pick us up at 1 a.m. take us back to Miami. So now we're not going to be duty off until 5 a.m. And I told you all that the trip was now a 27-hour duty day, but now 27-hour 3-day trip. But because we're now approaching a 15-hour duty day, this last leg has to be at 200%. So we're now at a 32-hour 3-day trip. It started out as an 18-hour 3-day. It's now a 32-hour 3-day trip. Alright, y'all, so we have finally made it back. Finally. And our 3-day turn 4-day is over. I slept so good in that car right here. And I see my car, which is amazing. I think I'm off for we count today 3 days, so that is a plus. Shout out to that reusable shopping bag. I picked it up at the grocery store when we were in Boston for like 10 cents because it was hiding my rainbow bag, because my bags were completely stuffed. So I was like, I'm gonna put my rainbow bag in another bag so I don't gotta walk through the airport with my rainbow bag. It did what it needed to do. It said it's sturdy, it's not gonna rip, it did not rip, it did not tear, unlike other bags I had. Now I'm finally closing out this vlog. I'm Brandon, I'm the guy who flies, and I'll see you all the next time.
It goes by.